Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a good old-fashioned Shop My Stash drugstore edition. So if you want to see me dig through my drugstore products and put together this full face, then just keep watching.
We will start with primer. The best drugstore primer that I have at the moment is this one right here from Colorstay. We're right here, so let's talk concealer. Lots of different drugstore concealers in the drawer here. This one right here. I don't know about you, but the eyeshadow palette I choose dictates the whole look. I have some from Wet n Wild, some Profusion, some Morphe, some LA Girl. I have not played with this one here from Jcat in a while. Let's choose a highlight next. A couple random things in here. I have not used my Colourpop highlight in a while, so let's make that work. I believe this is a champagne, maybe tinging pink. Here are my foundations and powders. I have some powder foundations over here. I have a mix of high-end and drugstore here. I'm trying to choose one that I have not worn in a while, and let's go for the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream. That's a good one. Back into this drawer for powders, and because that Covergirl has a light coverage, and I'm trying to give some stuff love that I haven't given love to in a while, we're going to go with the Maybelline Fit Me. I have bronzers, liquid blushes, cream blushes, powder blushes. For bronzer, I have, you know what? This is exciting. I am close to pan in my butter bronzers. And for blush, we're going drugstore, so let's see. I just love my Honest Beauty, but I feel like I've recently talked about that. What else can we do? How about this bronzer? This is the Always Spicy blush from e.l.f. Here are my eyeliners, mascaras, and brow products, and I am going for the Loreal one. I haven't used this one in a while. This is their Eyeliner. For mascara, I talk about a lot of these. We want to go drugstore. I'm going to use the Morphe. And then for brows, we've got AOA. We know we want our NYX Brow Lift and Snatch. I have an eyelash curler in my filming room. Let's go with the AOA. This is the dupe for my NYX one that I love so much. I definitely want to use the Maybelline Lasting Drama Eye Gel and the Brow Lift from e.l.f. 3 drawers of lip products. I have my browns and reds. Haven't gotten into that dubious place yet. Browns and reds. And then in this drawer here are all my pinks. I think I'm going for a pinker eye look with that Jcat. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, you know what I love is this one from Honest Beauty. I have a lot of glosses up here. Let's go for a little Essence Shine, Shine, Shine. We have a lot of lip liners. We have browns and reds, and if you noticed in my lipstick drawer, I have even more from Colourpop. So let's see what lip liner I haven't used in a while. How about this one from Ulta Beauty? It's like a pinky brown. Okay, changed my mind about the blush. This one has more of a brown undertone, so I know that deep down in here, I have, this is my e.l.f. blush palette that has all kinds of lovely pinks and browns in it.
We are back in the filming room, got my goodies all lined up, and we are going to start with the eyes. And I just realized I did not grab an eye primer. So we're gonna be lazy and we're just gonna use our e.l.f. Camo Concealer on the eyes. I believe it was Robert Welsh was saying that using concealer on the eyes, especially if you are an oily person, can cause your shadows to crease. Now, I have not had that experience, but it was just a good reminder to remember to use eye primer instead of concealer on the eyes. But let me know, do you experience your eyeshadow creasing? And when you do, have you used a concealer or an eye primer on the eyes beforehand? I'm gonna wipe this brush off just to make sure there wasn't any dampness, and then I'm going to set it with the powder we picked, which was the Maybelline Fit Me. Now normally I do not set my eye primer, but just in case this has some added moisture in it, can't hurt to set it, right? A concealer looks a bit dark. I'm gonna grab my other e.l.f. concealer. One sec. Sip of coffee. In true classic Jenny form, I have one concealer that I think is a little too light and the other that is a little too dark. We will have the lighter concealer for under the eyes. Let's jump into this Jcatbeauty eyeshadow palette, which I have thoroughly enjoyed having in my collection and was happy to see in some favorites videos. You have a row of mattes, a row of shimmers, and then a row of glitters in the center. And I am feeling a cool toned look today, and as I said in the Shop My Stash, I want to have some pinkness to it. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go in with this shade right here and just build up that outer corner first. Tap off my brush because we don't want too much product, and we're going to go in and just start stamping and then little circles on that outer corner. These eyeshadows for a $7 palette are amazing. There are two of these palettes. I am considering picking up the other one, or let me know if you've ever tried a Jcat eyeshadow palette, because these are very impressive. Let's go ahead and build up the other side. Now I know that I want to dip into one of these glitters. See, this one looks a little more purple, and this one looks too light. Let's go into this second one here and see what this looks like. I think this is the winner. We're going to go into this second one. The glitters are on the chunky side, but the payoff is nice. I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. Just work it in with your finger, patting. It's almost a cream formula, but it's nice because it adheres to the lid very nicely. I like it. Now, let's play with some of these. I keep thinking there's a mirror there. Let's play with some of these shimmers on the bottom. I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna put this blue on my bottom lash line. And I'm gonna spritz it. And we're gonna go under the eye with this for a nice pop of color. It's really fun. When I think winter, I think blue. So I find myself, I've always loved blue shadows, but I find myself wanting more blue with the cold weather. Showing up beautifully. My brush was still a little damp, so hopefully that will make this shadow adhere. Let's take a break from the eyes for a second. I need to put on my primer and my lip plumper, so we're going to go in with the Revlon Grip Primer that I have been enjoying. Just put it where I get the oiliest. Lip plumper, I forgot to put this in the Shop My Stash, but I believe the Ulta and this one might be the only drugstore lip plumpers that I have. And this is the LA Girl Lip Plumper Tinted. Nice applicator, and it just feels very cinnamony. A little more big red feeling. While we're setting up, maybe we should go to the eyebrows, because it's all about timing. You want your lips to have a minute to plump. You want your primer to have a minute to settle in. And we also need our eyebrows to be given a chance to dry, because I am using an eyebrow gel today and we don't want them mixing. So I am going in with the e.l.f. brow lift that I picked up. I have my bent Morphe spoolie. You can also pick it up from e.l.f. They have a specialized spoolie that you can get, or you can just bend your own. I do find that it is easier when it is bent to get it into the product. We want the brows, not the actual hair. You want to give it a chance to set before you go in with your pencil, or you can do your pencil and then follow up with that, but when I'm using a gel I like to use this first. I always clean off the spoolie afterwards. You want to get any of the stuff that was on there off and just wipe it on your cloth. Now we can get back to the eyes. Take a fluffy brush and work on that outer corner a little bit more. So I'm just gonna smoke out that outer corner again. Just think stamp and then swirl. So I just want a little more drama on the eyes. I think I want to take a little bit of this cream shade and go in the center because I'm feeling like that concealer was just a little bit dark. So if we go in here, it should lighten it up a little bit. Tap it off the brush. And I want to darken that lash line, so I'm going to go back into that brown again and just sort of edge close to the lash line with that, which is probably unnecessary. When we go in with our liner, we could smudge it out a little bit. But here we are. Let's finish what we started. Let's go in with our foundation, and I picked the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream. I want a little more coverage, so I'm going to use my little palette that I have, and I'm going to use my Haley's Beauty foundation brush and just start on the areas that need more coverage and work my way from there. I have really been enjoying this Haley's Beauty brush. My lips are feeling very cinnamon plumpy. Time for concealer, and I'm going in with that lighter e.l.f. and I'm going to use my palette again because I find that this helps me from going overboard. So what I'll do is I'll just sort of smear some on the palette there and then go in with a small brush. And we're going to let this sit on the face for a minute too, because I have found the longer it sets, the more coverage you'll get. And I'm going to leave that concealer on there because you'll see how we'll go back to that when it's time to clean up our wings. I have my Maybelline Master Drama liner here. Let's skip over to that. Brush out those lashes, make sure there was no product that got in them. Go into our concealer brush from e.l.f. Blend out that concealer. Good, and if we need to clean up a little bit more, I'm going to take a clean, I have another brush like this with a spoolie on the end. This one is from ABH, I believe. Make sure that it's clean, and then we can go back into that palette with the concealer on it and clean up those wings. I like to make sure there's no eyeshadow under the wing. So we just clean that up a little bit to make it a sharper line. We go ahead and set with the Maybelline Powder. This puff is from Makeup Forever, which I do love that powder, but we are Drugstore today, and I have found that this puff, you can use it with any powder you want. Use my finger put the powder under the eyes. And I have found that I'm getting way less crepiness doing it this way. I think we need to update that blue under the eyes. Maybe we should go with the matte. Let's go with this matte blue under the eye. I'm still gonna wet it. There it is. Ooh, maybe we should go into this light blue. Boy, I'm just all about the blues today. And I didn't even wipe off the brush, so it's gonna be a mix. That's okay. Let's finish the brows. They should be set. I'm gonna go in with that AOA brow gel. That is a very close dupe to my NYX that I enjoy so much. But the NYX is $7 and this one is $1. Going back in with the brush that had the concealer on it and going back into that concealer that was on the palette, wiping off the excess, and then we can clean up those edges. I don't mind the top being messy, but I like the bottom line to be a little more accurate. We need a little liner on the waterline, top and bottom, and I'm going to be messy on the bottom to just deepen up that blue. It's getting hot in here, so I'm gonna turn on the fan. There we go. I feel like we need some bronzer, so let's jump into this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is old packaging. This is an old bronzer. Shot my stash part. I said that I was about to hit pan. I don't know what I was saying. I have totally hit pan. I have almost finished this product, so let's get into this. Has anyone tried the new packaging one? Is it as good? Mine still smells good, it still performs, so I'm going to use it till it is gone. I do feel the need to build it up, and I've heard that they have deeper shades, so maybe the next time I buy it, I will buy it in a deeper shade. I've heard that the matte ones aren't as good. These actually have a little bit of shimmer to them, but I've not tried them. Let me know if you have. Bronzer looks good. For highlight, I grabbed the Colourpop and Soul Body highlight. I'm gonna go ahead, I mean, look at that pan. It is so huge. It smells delicious. And we're just gonna throw some highlight on here. I mean, look at that highlight. Whew, it's beautiful. I would call it a pinky champagne. I want to have a little bit in my inner corner just to make the whole look a little more cohesive. So I'm going to take it on a little pencil brush and put it in here. I'm tapping my brush. And maybe just the top of the brow bone here a little bit. Let's curl these eyelashes and throw on some mascara. I totally skipped the blush. For blush, I picked up the e.l.f. This has not been shown some love. This is the powder blush. I just can't stop using cream blush right now, but powder blush is good. This is extremely pigmented. It is beautiful, and I want to go pink today, so I'm going to go with this brightest pink up in the corner here. And it is pigmented. I went in too close on this side, but we will blend it out. Let's take the powder brush and see how that works first. Good. I'm going to throw some of the Morphe mascara on and enjoy the beauty of this mascara. It is, I mean, one coat, if you are in a rush, is gonna do ya. But of course Jenny wants more, so she's gonna go in with a couple coats. I will finish putting this on and I'll be right back. I am back. Mascara is on. For lip liner, I picked up the Ulta. This is their retractable lip liner in Spice. I did wipe off the lip plumper, and I am going to overline my lips today, so I'm going to line from the outside in. I have found this is very helpful. You want to start at your natural lip line, and then down here and up here is where you can exaggerate. For my lip product, I grabbed this one from Honest Beauty, and this is their Demi Matte Lip Crayon. But oh, the smell is so good. If you like the smell of the cream blush, then you will love this smell. I was pleasantly surprised when I picked up this product. I think it was on sale, so I picked it up, and I didn't expect any type of longevity, and it really does. It glides on like butter on the lips. I wait a few minutes and then blot it, but I was shocked at how long it lasted. This is a nice layering lipstick. You could have, like, if you're halfway through the day and your lipstick's not looking so nice because it's thin and it goes on nice and it lasts. And now I'm going to throw some gloss on, and I picked the Essence Shine Shine Shine. Gives a great shine to the lips. It's not sticky. I am happy with this face of Shop My Stash favorites, some things I haven't shown some love to in a while. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I hope that you are inspired for some winter blue, and I think with the browns and the pinks we sort of toned it down a little bit. It's like a safe blue. It's not a in-your-face blue look. Let me know what you think. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I hope you will consider subscribing before you leave. I post videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, and I would love to have you join me. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know you were here. If you saw some things in those drawers you want to see me play with, let me know. I will see you in my next video, and have a great day.